good, my peoples? It's your boy E, and I just gotta talk about something because this is just so real for me, man. This is so real for me, and I'm pretty sure it's so real for a lot of people who actually go through what I go through. Now, as somebody who is being targeted, who has been targeted for a while, and is being targeted, and have to deal with gang stalking and people betraying them and turning their backs and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Coming from an environment or a nature of that type of situation, one thing I could say that I don't tolerate for anybody to do if they're going to be around me a little bit more, or if they're going to deal with me a little bit more than occasionally, is disrespect me. You cannot disrespect. I will not tolerate no disrespect if you're dealing with me occasionally. You know, not saying, it's not like me disrespecting you or and you disrespect me back. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, if you just out the blue try to disrespect me for nothing, like it just do something that's pretty much disrespectful to me for nothing. I can't have you doing that. Because from one, I come from a background where people did that. People disrespected me very subtly. They disrespected me. Sometimes they tried to disrespect me bluntly, but for the most part, it was very subtle with a lot of disrespect that they tried to give me, because a lot of bitches were cowards anyways. But I come from a background of that, so I don't appreciate anybody trying to be anywhere in my space, in whatever way that is, whether it's on the game, on the phone, talking, texting over something. I don't expect anybody to try to show me some disrespect if you're dealing with me a little bit more occasionally, a little bit more than occasionally. Because see, even dealing with me a little bit more than occasionally is a lot for people to be dealing with me. Because I don't have nobody dealing with me like really at all. You know what I'm saying? So you not finna come up in here and deal with me and be a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Because see, I come from, like I said, I come from a background where I had to leave and cut off a lot of people for that same reason. And you are no exception if you are around me or have any access to me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in the world is an exception when it comes to that. So, now that I got that out the way, let me tell you what happened. So yesterday, you know, I was doing some DoorDash yesterday because my brother let me use his car yesterday, and I was doing some DoorDash, getting some shit done. And then as I'm DoorDashing, out the blue, I get a text message from my niece, you know what I'm saying, talking about jump on, hop on. You know what I'm saying? When she say hop on, she talking about hop on the game, because we usually play GTA together. We be trying to get some money together. You know what I'm saying? We have a little fun on the game and shit like that. But I was working, so I was like, I said, well, I'm working right now. I can't really do it. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, you gonna jump on later? I said, well, we'll see. I said, but I'm doing this right now. But she wound up hitting me back, talking about, hey, you jumping on? And I was kind of getting close to my ending point of doing the DoorDash. So I was like, well, look, let me go get something to eat, and I'll head back to the house. I said, go on ahead, jump on with old boy, because it's some dude we be jumping on with. And he usually help us do these missions and shit like that. He be having these missions where we can get this money, you know what I'm saying? I said, just jump on with him and try to get some money, man. And I'll catch back up with you later. At least by the time I get back, you may have a couple meals on you, maybe, hopefully. And she was like, all right. So before I know it, man, I was going to get some gas. I just got something to eat, and I was finna to go home. I was just gonna go home and jump on the game. And so my brother hit me up out the blue saying, hey, I just parked my truck. So instead of me going to go get on the game, I had to go back and get him anyway. So I said, well, I guess I might not be on the game. I didn't think she was gonna still be on the game by the time I came back. But when I came back, she was on the game still. And I was like, hey, I said, yes. I see she was in a party with old boy that be helping us get the money, right? The dude. And it was her and two other people, right? So I wanted to jump into the party with him just so I could talk to her. I said, hey, what's up? I said, what's good? She like, you jumping on? And I'm like, yeah, I'm jumping on. So I wound up getting on the game and shit like that. And before I knew it, they was already in the mission doing some shit. And I was just waiting for them to finish and shit. By the time they finished, we was just in the city, and I started trying to holler at her. I'm like, hey, Key, you know what I'm saying? Cause I be calling her, that ain't her really her name. I said, hey, and I noticed that she just was not answering nothing that I was saying, bro. And I'm like, is she even there though? Cause I know sometimes her controller do die to where like, you know, her mic could go off because she had the mic connected to the controller, right? And so I'm like, I said, maybe her mic turned off. And then the old dude told me, I think I hear her. And I'm like, Key, you there? She like, yeah, I'm here. I said, fool, why you ain't answering me? She told me, I heard you. I'm like, I said, well, fool, why you ain't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? Fuck what you heard. Why you ain't say nothing? Only way a person can know that you really hear them, right, is that you say something. You give them some sort of indication that they are able to, that you hear them, right? Or, you know what I'm saying, when a person say something to you, you're supposed to answer them back. You know what I'm saying? It's just respect. It's just something out of respect, right? It's, you know, you don't just ignore them and don't say nothing. Like, it's fucked up, right? So, I let it ride for a little bit. I said, I wasn't even tripping. I said, well, you know, I don't know, maybe she doing something. And then after a while, I found out she was on the phone with somebody. I'm like, well, nigga, why you ain't tell that nigga you was on the phone so I could have stopped talking to your ass a long time ago? You know what I'm saying? And she like, oh, well, no. And then, I don't know what she said. I forgot what she said after that. But after a while, you know what I'm saying, it's been like maybe about a good hour being on the game. We was going to war with some dudes that kept on running up on us, trying to shoot us and shit. And before I knew it, the party had got like 4 more people in it. You know what I'm saying? It was 4 more people in it, got up inside the party, and there was a lot of voices going everywhere. And I'm like, goddamn, but I'm trying to get my niece's attention. I'm trying to talk to her. I was trying to tell her something about the weather, because supposedly we're supposed to have this mean ass snow weather that's supposed to come in on Friday. And I was just trying to talk to her about that. I said, hey, Key, hey, do you hear about the storm? Like, and then I'm like, man, what the fuck? Because I'm just trying to see if she prepared for the shit. So I'm like, hey, girl, you don't hear me? She like, I hear you. That's all I hear her saying. I hear you. And I'm like, nigga, okay, you hear me, but why ain't you answering? Why ain't you speaking? Why don't you answer me? Or are you ignoring me? And then it got to the point to where I stopped talking to her for a while. And then somebody else asked her a question, and she started answering the nigga purposely. So what I started to figure out was she was purposely ignoring me, trying to it's like it was almost making me feel some sort of way. It was making me feel some sort of way. Actually, was. It wasn't almost. It was. And I'm like, all right, my nigga. I said, but get what, man? I fuck off and stop fucking with your ass for a while, my nigga. She like, you know how you always be doing. I said, well, how I be doing? You know what I'm saying? Because she know that I did cut my cousin out for a while, because me and my cousin just started talking again. But she knew I cut my cousin out for a while. And so I think she was trying to refer to that to my you know how you be doing. I said, and the whole situation was weird, because I'm like, nigga, why are you acting like this, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? It got to the point that I didn't even want to play the game anymore. I said, you know, why did I even jump on here? Because you the one was begging me to get on the game. You the one kept hitting me throughout the day as I was working to get on the game. I wasn't even thinking about the game. But you the one said, come over and play. You kept hitting me up while I was working. And so when I finally get here, you start to ignore me and shit like that. So that right there is just a red flag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some things you just really gotta look at, man. And so, like, right now, I don't know when. I don't think I'll be playing the game with her no more. Like, on some real, my mind might not ever let me play with her no more. But until, like, I don't know. Like, right now, I really don't care to play with her no more, right? After she did that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I don't even want to get like this with you in front of people. And I don't even want to, like, I didn't even say nothing to her. I didn't really give her my mind in front of these people, because I feel like I shouldn't have to do all that. But at the same time, I guess you'll understand later. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause later on, cause you ain't gonna be hearing from me for. She ain't gonna hear from me for a while, bro. I'm not gonna lie. She ain't gonna hear from me for a while. I'm not even trying to, cause I feel like, and if she do finally get in touch with me, I'm gonna tell her exactly why the fuck I stopped fucking with her, or why the fuck I did whatever I did, because it's like, man, like, look here, man. You ain't finna play no games with me, dog. You not finna disrespect me and make me seem like I am somebody who is nothing to listen to, nothing to hear, you like, or nothing to answer to. Like, I can't even get an answer from you, man. Like that's the manipulation in the whole thing, dog. Because for one, I'm telling you, can you hear me? And you like, I hear you, but you won't answer me. So it takes me to get my voice a little bit higher, right? Raise my voice a little bit higher, right? Just for you to finally answer me with, I hear you. And you think that's supposed to make that look good because you said you heard me? Because I don't give a fuck if you heard me. Why didn't you respond? Why didn't you respond? You know what I'm saying? When people talk to each other, one person talks, one listens, and then after they listen, they respond. She telling me she hear me, but why aren't you responding? That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. And that is something I had to deal with. And that's something that, see, the thing is, you be knowing people, sometimes you be knowing when people on some bullshit, even your family, dog. And, you know what I'm saying? She not even really blood family, but my brother been raising her for a while, so she was still like a niece to me anyways, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, it don't even matter if it's your family, it don't matter if it's your spouse, it don't matter if it's just your best friend. Man, when somebody have to show you, if somebody gonna treat you like you somebody that they can't even respond to, like, that's rude, man. Like, that's rude. And then when I finally raise my voice to try to get you to speak, you answer with, I hear you. So all that's really telling me is you hear me and you're choosing not to answer me. But why? What did I say that was so bad that you couldn't answer? There was nothing that I said that was that bad that you couldn't answer. You planned on doing this. You planned on being a certain way towards me. And, you know, see, the thing is, I don't care how nobody else feels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say it was anybody else in the room and they felt they wanted to disrespect me. They wanted to act like they didn't hear me, right? I don't care about these people. Because I don't talk to these people outside of this game. Like, these people here, like, they can never talk to me again. I don't give a fuck either. You know what I'm saying? But you were somebody, on the other hand, I know. You were somebody who I grew up with, I helped raise at a point in time in your life. I'm looking at you a certain way. Like, I don't care about these people. These people can feel however they want to feel. But you, on the other hand, it's a whole other story when you doing that to me. You know what I'm saying? And so, in a way, like I said, God, it's always going to be these moments that pop up, dog. It's always going to arise. It's going to show you things about people. They going to always let themselves be seen in some sort of way, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always let you see who the fuck they are at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I guess maybe they expect it as well. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I be like a lot of times I don't be want to expect people to do some fucked up shit, but I always leave a door open to say I wouldn't put it past them, because you know what I'm saying? People will do some shit they want to do whenever they feel they want to do it. They might not do it all the time, but if there's a time they feel like they want to do it, motherfuckers will take that chance. And I've seen it happen a lot, man. So it's nothing new to me. Actually, it's really nothing new to me. But it's funny how it happened. It's funny how people tend to want to disrespect you in a way after a while. After all of this time, like they seem cool for a little minute, but then here comes the disrespect. It's just how it always happens, man. It always happens like that with God's chosen vessels, man, that the evil has chosen as well. You know what I'm saying? To try and be a certain way to us. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to call her evil or nothing, but I'm just saying she sure didn't do nothing she didn't do nothing that I was proud of. I was very disappointed in her. And I'm like, damn, let me get off this game. I'm not finna do this here. And then she tried to text me after I got off to my, what happened? I ain't text her back. She gonna see a lot of me not doing that, texting back. You know what I'm saying? She gonna see a lot of me not texting back, dog. Like that's just the beginning, nigga. If you keep texting me, you gonna understand how many times I won't text you back. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this gonna go. Like I don't know, man. I come from a environment where, you know, I've dealt with enough of that. I'm not dealing with that in my new life, my new year. I've dealt with enough of it. This year, I ain't dealing with none of that shit. I'm not dealing with it from nobody. I just got back in contact with my cousin. She brings some more of that shit. I'm not dealing with her ass no more either. But right now, we good. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? I talk to my cousin, you know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. Any and everybody gonna get it with me. And I don't care to kick you out of my life for the good, like real quick. Like real quick. It's not a problem. I've been doing it for years now. And get what? I mean, shit was hard. Took me a while to get through it, but I did. And once I did, it became a second nature thing. So now, like, I don't know. She gonna be trying to say I'm acting funny with her. She gonna be probably telling my brother that, oh, he up there acting funny now. I don't know what's wrong with him. Like, she gonna try to probably make me look like I'm the villain. I don't give a fuck about looking like nobody villain no more. Nigga, I've been looking like that for a while now. I don't give a damn about looking like nobody villain. I'm glad to be a villain in your story if you pulling some whole shit. If you on that whole shit, I'm glad to be your villain. You know what I'm saying? Because now if I'm doing some whole shit, I know what I'm saying, for the most part, I'm not going to try to be the villain. I'm going to try to be accountable. I am an accountable nigga. But one thing is, if you are on some whole shit, then fuck it. I'm the villain, nigga. I love it. Nigga, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to be. And so I'm just shooting it at y'all, man, just to kind of like throw that in your ear, man. These are situations that I be dealing with people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? People trying to find some sort of slick way to disrespect me. Show me some sort of disrespect. Show me that they don't really respect me much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even respect me, what I say to you. You can't even respect me enough to answer me, to respond to me, right? That's disrespect, man. But anyway, man, I'm just shooting it at y'all, man, just to let y'all in on how things been going on this end. Have y'all had any of these type of things happen with y'all lately, man? Have y'all, or not even lately, shit, even back in the past, man? Who have you dealt, I mean, let me know. Who have you dealt with and how has it been? Let me know what it was, man. But anyways, with that being said, I am out. Peace.